excited to welcome you all for my online English class. We started our class by saving money, isn't it? I always like to save money. Do you have the habit of saving money? Yes, if the answer is yes, these claps are for you. And if you say it's no, don't worry. Make it a habit to start saving money from today. Shall we? Moreover, do you think only humans will save? No, children, even animals will save. They'll save for their future. Today in our lesson, we are going to see how two animals are saving for their future. Shall we start our class today? By the way, before starting the class, let's see few Pictionary related to this lesson. Come on, take your textbook and be ready and read along with me the Pictionary section.
Ladder, a room or large cupboard for storing food. Burrow, a hole or tunnel dug by a small animal. Piggy bank, a money box shaped like a pig. Granary, place where grains are stored. Fungus, spongy living things that live on other living things. Students, take page number 91 and read the first two paragraphs along with me. Title: A Lesson to Save. On the way to the playground in the fields, Amir saw dirt thrown out of a pit on the ground. He went near it and saw a small rat-like creature. He called out, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing in there?" The creature came out and took a glance at the boy and said, "I'm a mole. I'm digging a burrow to catch the earthworms and save them for the winter." Students, let's see the meaning of these words. Pit, hole. Mole, a small burrowing mammal. Glance, quick look. Burrow, a hole or tunnel dug by a small animal.
One day, a small boy named Amir was on the way to playground. When he was walking, he saw from a pit dirt coming out. So he went near the pit and he asked, "Who's there? What are you doing?" Then a rat-like creature came out and it said, "I'm digging the ground to catch the earthworms." Have you seen earthworms? It will be under the earth, right? Inside the soil. So he said, I'm just digging this burrow to catch this earthworms. Do you know for why? I want to save it for winter.
Students, let's continue reading. Interesting. How do you catch and save them? The mole replied, "I dig worm traps along the tunnels. When the earthworms cross it, they fall into it. I will bite and paralyze them and store in the tunnel to eat later." Traps, enclosure designed to catch and retain animals. Paralyze, incapable of movement.
Amir was excited to hear this. So he asked the mole, "How do you catch this worm?" The mole said, "I used to make worm traps. And when the worms fall inside the trap, I will paralyze them so that if the mole paralyzes the worm can't move. So it will paralyze, then I'll keep it in my storage thing," he said. Now Amir was very excited and he's ready to ask the next question. Shall we see what is the question? Come on, let's read and find out what was the next question asked by Amir towards the mole.
The boy asked, "How many earthworms will you store?" The mole replied, "As many worms as I can get. I don't eat all of them. I save them for using later. Now I don't have any time to waste. I must build a lot of worm traps. See you later." The mole went inside the burrow.
Now Amir asked his next question. He asked, "How many worms will you save?" The mole said, "As much I can. I will save that and I don't eat that. I will save it for my future." And the mole said, I have many work to do. I'm very busy, so I don't have any time to talk to you. I have to make more worm traps. And the mole went away. Now the boy was surprised and he started walking. Near the burrow, he saw something else. Shall we see what was that?
Just then, near the mole's burrow, Amir saw a leaf moving. He went near it and saw a small ant. The ant was carrying a big leaf. The ant yelled, "Get out of my way! It will take too long to go around your feet." He asked the ant, "Hey, why are you carrying this big leaf? Isn't it easy to eat and then go home?" Yelled, shout in a loud, sharp way.
Now Amir saw a leaf moving near the mole's burrow. Amir walked near the leaf to see how it moves on its own. Immediately he heard a yell. It was an ant under the leaf. The ant yelled means shouted and said, "You boy, get out of my way because it would take a long time to go around your leg. So you move." So the boy, out of curiosity, why you are carrying such a big leaf? Ant, "You could happily move without this leaf, isn't it?" Now let's see what the ant answered to the boy.
The ant dropped the leaf and replied, "I'm a leaf cutter ant. I'm collecting leaves for my colony. I can carry leaves that weight nearly 20 times my weight." Amir was surprised. He asked, "Do you eat leaves?"
The ant dropped the leaf and it came near the boy, and the ant said, "I'm collecting this leaf for my colony." Colony means group of ants together. They are known as colony. Have you learnt in collective now? Yes, right? Yeah, group of ants are known as colony. So this ant said, "I'm collecting this leaf for my colony." And it said it can carry a weight of a leaf 20 times heavier than this ant. The boy, out of curiosity, he asked the next question, "Do you eat leaves?" Do you want to know the answer for this question? Because we know ants will eat sugar, right? But here the boy is also asking the question, "Do you eat leaves?" Come on, let's get the answer from the ant itself. So shall we read the next paragraph now?
The ant replied, "No, we don't eat leaves. We drink the leaf sap. We also use the leaves to grow fungus. We need the fungus to feed our babies. We also store the leaves for the winter." Sap, plant fluid. Fungus, spongy living things that live on other living things.
So the ant replied, "No, we don't eat the leaf. We will drink the leaf sap." Leaf sap means plant fluid in the leaf. Okay. So we will drink the leaf sap and we will leave the leaves to get fungus. So taking the fungus, we will feed our babies, and the remaining leaves we will store it for winter. Now let's read the next paragraph to know about their further conversation.
Students, take page number 92 and let's read the last paragraph together. The ant asked, "By the way, do you, the humans, save the food that you need?" Amir replied, "Yes, we also save food in granaries, but we need money to buy it. So we usually give importance to save money." "What else do we have to save? Don't you have anything other than money to save?" asked the ant. After taking some time to think, Amir answered, "My mother asks me to save water, food, electricity, forest, and fuel. We have a lot of things to save to make sure that future generations can use these." This interaction with the mole and the ant changed the way Amar thought about the things around him. Earlier, he left the fan run as he left the room. He let the water drip as he never closed the tap tightly. Now, he always care and save the resources around him.
Till now, Amir asked so many questions to the ant, isn't it? Now, the ant started asking questions to Amir. The ant asked, "Do you humans save food?" Amir replied, "Yes, we save food in the granaries. And people used to save money to buy what they need." Then the ant asked the next question, "Do you humans save only money? Don't you save anything else more than money?" He thought for a while, then he said, "My mother used to insist me to save water, electricity, forest, fuel and food." After the conversation, Aman realized what are the things he has wasted in his life. He has left the room without switching off the fan. Similarly, he has left the water drip without closing the tap tightly. That day, he realized not to waste anything. Dear students, from this lesson, what did you learn? Do you leave the room without switching off the fan? Do you waste food? Hereafter, make a decision not to waste anything, because if you save all these things, a future generation will be blessed. So, let's take a decision to save our nature and all the things around us to save the future and have a better future. Now, let's learn prefix. What is prefix? Adding few letters to a word to form a new word is known as prefix. I'll give you a few examples and then let's do a few examples what is given in your textbook.
Now let's learn how to use un, re, dis and pre to use in front of other words. Un. When we add the prefix un, it gives opposite meaning. Re. When we add the prefix re, it gives the meaning of again. Dis. When we add the prefix dis, it gives opposite meaning. Pre. When we add the prefix pre, it gives the meaning of before. Now let's do the exercise. Few examples for this prefix: wanted, unwanted, arrange, rearrange, continue, discontinue, paid, prepaid.
Today, from this lesson, we have learned a wonderful message to save things. With this good thought, I am leaving this class. I'll meet you all in my next class. Until then, it's bye from Deepa ma'am.